So, Hare Krishna, welcome to our Bhakti Yoga class. So, on Friday, that is the last class, we were discussing the fourth chapter, wherein Parikshit Maharaj makes an inquiry that, my dear Lord, if it is your instruction that I need to hear Bhagavatam for the next 7 days, please speak. Where should I go? You are here only. So, please. So, there are a lot of pastimes of Supreme Lord, but start with creation pastimes to Srila. So, being that requested, Sukadeva Gosvami, before answering to Parikshit Maharaj, he remembers the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna. Because even before beginning the creation also, Lord Brahma prayed to Lord Vishnu to get empowerment, to get proper knowledge what to do and how to do. So now in order to speak about Srila Leela, Sukadeva Goswami also prays to Lord Krishna in order to get empowerment. So in the last 3 verses gives the clear-cut idea. What is the reason Sukadeva Goswami often prays? But in those prayers, first Lord Sukadeva Goswami talked about the greatness of Lord Vishnu, Mahavishnu, Garbhodaksha Vishnu, Kudaksha Vishnu, and Lord's various avatars, and then greatness of Lord Krishna. Now he is talking about the greatness of Bhakti. So this first talks about the qualification and the process by which all other process gets perfected. Tapasvi means Jnani. Danapara means Karmi. Yashasvi is also Karmi. Manasvi is Ashtanga Yogi. Mantravida means the experts of the Vedas. And Sumangala, again Karmi. So whether somebody is practicing Karma Yoga or Jnana Yoga or Ashtanga Yoga or any other type of processes, in order to attain perfection, they need to offer all their activities as an offering to Supreme Lord. Kshemam na vinnanti vina yadarpanam. That is what is prerequisite. On the other hand, Bhakti can be practiced by anyone. Kirata, Huna, Andhra, Pulinda, Pulkasha, Habira, Shumba, Yavana, Kasha, Adaya. But what is the prerequisite in order to practice Bhakti and perfect Bhakti? One need to take shelter of a pure devotee. Yad ashraya, yad upashraya, ashraya. They should take yad upa ashraya, ashraya. They should take the shelter of someone who had taken complete shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Such kind of people shuddhanti tasmai. They are immediately purified of their prarabdha and aprarabdha karmas. So Bhakti does not subject to logic. Bhakti is merciful to anyone and everyone. So now Srila Sukadeva Goswami further continues with his set of prayers. Sa esha atmavata madishwaras trayimayo dharmamayas tapomaya gatavyalikair ajashankaradibir viraktalingo bhagavan prasidatam.
He is the super soul and the supreme lord of all realized souls. He is the personification of the Vedas, religious scriptures, and austerities. He is worshipped by Lord Brahma and Shiva, and all those who are transcendental to all pretensions. Being so reversed with all veneration, may that supreme absolute be pleased with me.
Saesha Atma Atmavatam Adishvara Trayimayo Dharmamayas Tapomaya. These are all different attributes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He alone is the Supreme Lord. He is Adishvara. And he is worshipped as the Atma by the Jnanis and Yogis. Atma, Atmavatam. He is worshipped as the Supreme Soul, Atma, by Atmavatam, by those who propound about Atma, who are Brahmavadis. The Jnanis and Yogis are Brahmavadis. Those who always talk about Atma, Atma, Brahman, Paramatma, Brahma. For them, you are worshipped as Atma. And is worshipped by the knowers of the Vedas. Trayimaya. The Lord is also worshipped by the knowers of the Vedas. And the followers of Dharma, Dharmamaya. And the performers of austerity, Tapomaya. May that Lord, whose qualities cannot be known, even by those free of deceit, such as Brahma and Lord Shiva, be merciful to me. Though the Lord is worshipped by everyone as the Supreme Lord, as the Atma, at the body of the Vedas, at the personified form of Dharma, at the personified form of austerity, but still he is beyond one's logic and reasoning. We Tarkalingo. His form, understanding of his form is beyond logic and reasoning. So even people, great souls like Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva cannot understand completely. Let it be merciful to me. The excellence of those with bhakti was shown by negative and positive statements in the last two verses. The Lord is now shown to be worshipped by others for attaining their particular goals. He is the Lord. He is worshipped as Atma by the Jnanis and Yogis. He is worshipped by the followers of the Vedas, the followers of Dharma, and the followers of austerity. His qualities cannot be known with certainty, even by those free of deceit, such as Brahma and Shiva. What to speak of knowing his form, which holds those qualities, and what to speak of those Jnanis and Yogis who are not free of deceit, knowing his qualities are form. This is the great position of the Supreme Lord. Even great personalities like Brahma and Shiva, who are Viraktalingo, whose qualities can okay, not the Viraktalingo, who are Gata Velikar, who are free from deceit, still they cannot understand then what to speak of ordinary people. But still, you show mercy on us, on me, so that I can speak to Parishit Maharaj, so that he will know. Only by your mercy I can speak about him, and Parishit Maharaj can know about the Lord. With that intention, Sukadeva Goswami is offering prayers.
For this verse, 18th verse actually talks about the different classes of people. So, in that, with respect to
Loud.
With respect to that, Andhra is mentioned. So,
That Andhra is not Andhra Pradesh. 5,000 years back, what was Andhra? We don't know. What is Andhra now? We don't know.
Because Prabhupada actually also writes in the purport saying that it is in the southern India.
Yeah, in the modern context, is Andhra is southern side. Maybe that must have been a kingdom.
And it is still existing under the same.
हो सकता है रहने दो अभी रहेगा नहीं रहेगा चलेगा अभी
किराट में भी छोटा नागपुर है हाँ किराट में हाँ उधर भी छोटा नागपुर है
सो okay ना
my question is this southern India previous times
Dravida is generally called as Dravid Desh.
Dravid Desh is actually considered as less in terms of the Vedic understandings and northern part of the region.
Yeah, generally north is considered to be more Aryan type of Aryan and Dravida because the Ganga Yamuna belt is there, na? That river belt is there. That is the place where most of the civilization is situated. Like that used to be considered. Dravida also, if you see South Indian Sri Vaishnava temples around Dravida one Desh.
But they have actually come current in this time. It is recent.
Which is recent?
In the Dravida, the Sri Vaishnavism and all the great devotees.
No, it is there from Alvars are there from the 5,000 years. 3 Alvars were there during the time of Lord Krishna. Pei Alvar, Poge Alvar, one more. 3 of them during the time of Lord Krishna, they were there. Alvars were there from the very beginning. See, it is not that I am not denying that fact. So, a part of South India can be called as Andhra Pradesh, where the kings may not be proper, the people may not be religious. Eventually, people might have transformed. You can give a benefit of doubt, not issue. So, some portion people may be ours to bhakti. Even they can be attained perfection by taking shelter of the Supreme Lord. Even in Vishnu Purana, it said that Maruka Mala Vascha. This whatever we say now, Kerala, it is kind of identified as Malava Desha in the scriptures. Maruka is like Madras province, that entire area, Tamil Nadu area is called as Maruka Desha, something like that. So different names are there. Maruka Malava. Tamil Nadu and Kerala. Maruka means Tamil Nadu, Malava means people in the Kerala. Malayali. Chalata. Shriya Patir Yajnapati Prajapatir Diyam Patir Lokapatir Darapati Prajapatir Gatis Chandaka Vrishna Shashvatam Prasidataam me Bhagavan Satam Pati.
He is the protector of prosperity.
Louder.
The citizens, the intelligence, the planets, and the earth. He is a protector and goal to be attained for the Andhakas, Vishnus, and the others. Mary Lord, master of the devotees, the King is with me.
Prasidataam me Bhagavan Satam Pati. The Lord, who is the master of the devotees, Satam Pati, may be pleased with me. Why? Unless he pleased with me, I cannot speak anything. But why? How can you say Lord is Satampati? Lord is not only Satampati, he is Sriyapati also. He is Lakshmipati. He is Yajnapati. Ahami Sarva Yajnanam. Bhokta cha Sutata. Sutacha. Bhokta cha Sutacha. Okay. I am Yajnapati. I am Prajapati, the Lord of the citizens. I am Diyampati, the master of the intelligence. Dadami buddhi yogantam yeno upayantite. Sarvata chahamujan vishtu matta smatir jnanam apohanam cha. I am Lokapati, Lord of the planets, and Dharapati, Lord of earth. So he is not only just ordinary Pati, he is Pati of everything. So like that. The Lord is protector of all. Details are given. He is the master and goal to be attained. As a Yadava in his Aprakata form. The Lord is the ultimate goal to be attained. What kind of Lord to be attained as ultimate goal? Dwarakapati. After Lord Krishna's disappearance, the actual Dwaraka submerged into the ocean. But Lord Krishna and all the Yadavas entered into Aprakata Dwaraka, invisible Dwaraka, which will be only visible to Lord's devotees. Even today also, Lord Krishna is there in Dwaraka, performing all his pastimes. What kind of Dwaraka? Aprakata Dwaraka, invisible transcendental Dwaraka. Even Vrindavan also, Lord Krishna performing pastimes in Aprakata Vrindavan Lila. So the understanding is, I'll tell you one pastime. Dukhi Krishnadas. So one day he was in Nidhivan, he was grooming. He found a Nupur of Srimati Radharani. Suddenly one lady came and said that Nupur belongs to our queen. He said, no, I cannot give you. Please take me to your queen, I'll give you. Then she held him with the hands and she took him. After some distance they walked. It appears to be like Bama Vrindavan. Suddenly the scene changed. It became Golak Vrindavan. Then he became she. Dukhi Krishnadas became she. And Lalita Devi took her to Radharani. Radharani took that Nupur and put a tilak on the forehead. That tilak was a black color tilak, something like that. And initiated him as Shama Ananda Pandita, something like that. Then she brought him back. Again, the same place. When he came out, the place changed and he became he. She became he. So when he revealed to everyone that my name is now onwards Shamananda Das and this is my new tilak, everyone began to say that, hey, you are creating Apsampradaya, what is this? But eventually Jiva Goswami, and actually his spiritual master came to know about it and he came back and he told, how can you do that? I initiated to do with Dukhi Krishnadas, how can you change your name and tilak? This is not at all fair. Then Jiva Goswami reveals to him in seclusion. It is Radharani's desire that he should be called as like that. In Appakat form, Leela is going on even today. But हमको नहीं दिखता है. श्यामानंद पंडित जैसे बनेगा तो दिखेगा. तक नहीं दिखेगा. While for everyone, he is the protector of prosperity, sacrifice, intelligence, earth, and everything. He is both the protector and goal for the exalted Yadus. May he be pleased with me. So it's like that. Yedangriya vidyana samadhi bhubhautaya diyānupashyanti hi tattvamatmana vadanti chaitat kavayo yatarucham same mukundo bhagavan prasidatam.
May Mukunda be pleased with me. Purified by meditation on his feet, the wise suggests with their intelligence the truth about Paramatma, and while others speak of him according to their impure intelligence.
So here, Sukadeva Goswami getting into the matter. May Lord Mukunda be pleased with me. Same Mukundo Bhagavan Prasidadam. The Lord be pleased with me. Purified by meditation on his feet, the wise sages see with their good intelligence the truth about Paramatma, while others speak of him according to their impure intelligence. The great devotees, the great yogis, by meditating on him, they purify their intelligence, mind, and consciousness. With that purified intelligence, they understand, they realize the true nature of Brahman and Paramatma. He Tattvam Atmana. But others speak about him according to their impure intelligence. Why one need to understand the Lord in Tattvataha? Bhagavad Gita chapter 4 verse number 9.
एवं जो व्यक्ति तत्वतः त्यक्त्वा देहं पुनर्जन्म नैति मामलेति सति.
Why Tattvataha?
नैति मामले.
Why Tattvataha?
When knowing him is truth, one will not take birth in this material life.
That is the only way without which we cannot attain perfection. There is one verse comes in Bhagavad Gita where it says that Tattve Nathas Chavantite. What was that verse? It's okay. Tattvata only we need to understand the Lord. Otherwise, there is no perfection without that. May Lord Krishna give me knowledge. Those purified by samadhi at the lotus feet, Lord's feet, see the true form of Paramatma. But other learned people speak of him according to their taste, by the power of their learning. Some say he is Paramatma, but others will speak of him as having form, having no form. The Jiva, he will speak of him as the Jiva who is small, or an all-pervading Jiva, or others will speak of the universe as false, though it appears true and eternal. They speak according to their intelligence, but their intelligence has not been purified. Therefore, they do not see the truth. They do not see the truth about the Atma. So many people of this world with impure intelligence, they come up with so many philosophies, so many theories, but only a purified yogis and purified devotee only really understand the nature of the Supreme Lord as it is. Mila verse? Tattve nathas chavantite. There is one more verse, 5th chapter, last verse. Bhoktaram Agnitapham Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. Sugrudam Sarvabhutanam. Jnatva Mam Shantiruchati. Knowing me in my true perspective, true nature, one will attain liberation. Shanti means not the mental peace, but Shanti means liberation. One will attain highest perfection. Verse क्या? Ahami sarvajnanam bhoktaja prabhurevacha natamam bijanati tattve nathas chavantite. Ahami sarvajnanam bhoktaja prabhurevacha. I am the ultimate enjoyer and I am the ultimate master of all different variety of sacrifices. The sacrifice can be of karma yogis, can be of jnana yogis, can be of ashtanga yogis, can be of bhakti yogis. Those who know this, they will attain highest perfection. Those who don't know, they will not attain perfection. Tattve nathas chavantite. Tattve na tattve na. Those who don't not understand me in Tattvataha, na chavantite. They will actually fall down. Others will attain perfection. It's like that. So we need to understand the Supreme Lord in Tattvataha. That is the only way. Otherwise, no. So now he is giving the reason why he is praying to the Lord. Prachoditaye na pura saraswati वितन्वताजस्य सतीं स्मृतिं हृदि स्वलक्षणा प्रादुरभूत् किलायसा समे ऋषीणां वृषभा प्रसीदताम्.
May the Lord, the best of the sages, be pleased with him. Inspired by him, at the beginning of the Kalpa, Saraswati, whose aim is to reveal Krishna, appeared from the mouth of Brahma and revealed proper memory to carry out creation in his heart.
Yeah. Later on, you will study in the 9th chapter of the 2nd canto and also in the 8th chapter of the 3rd canto. At the beginning of every day of Brahma, in order to understand what to do and how to do, Lord Brahma performs tapasya. At the end of tapasya, he will have darshan of Lord Vishnu and empower Brahma to do the necessary creations. That the same thing in brief, it is mentioned that Tene Brahma Hrudaya Adi, all the knowledge is revealed within the heart of Brahma. So that is indicated here. So
every time after every day he will do tapasya project.
At the beginning of every day.
At the beginning of yes, at the beginning of every day.
Every day, at the beginning of every day, will you chant 16 rounds Solamala? Like that, Brahmaji also does tapasya at the beginning of every day in order to get the empowerment and understanding.
Result exactly दिखता नहीं है.
हाँ?
ब्रह्मा जी अगर उतने intensely नहीं करते, so universal manifestation will not happen.
Yes.
So, but when I chant in the morning, I don't pay that intensely into the chanting.
If you chant intensely, you will go back to Godhead. You are not chanting, that's why you are still here. The day you chant intensely, we will not see you the next day. So it's like that. So inspired by him, inspired by the Supreme Lord, at the very beginning of the Kalpa, Kalpa means the today, Aaj ka din, Saraswati, whose aim is to reveal Krishna, appeared from the mouth of Brahma and revealed proper memory to carry out creation in his heart. Tene Brahma Hrudaya Adi Kavaya. Lord Brahma was revealed with spiritual knowledge, the Vedic knowledge. Saraswati, the deity of the knowledge, she manifested herself in the heart of Brahma, and that knowledge came out of the tongue of Brahma. Unto that Lord, may that Lord, who is the best among the sages, Rishabha Rishinam, be pleased with me. Same Rishinam Rishabha Prasidatam. So like that.
Mother Saraswati is a seat of knowledge for both Vidya and Avidya.
विद्या विद्या कहाँ गए, कहाँ से आए, वो छोड़ दो. Mother Saraswati is the deity of knowledge.
Of both material as well as spiritual.
From Brahma's point of view, from Lord's point of view, there is no distinction, material, spiritual. उनके लिए सब knowledge is knowledge only. हमारे लिए distinction है. This material world is what? Material world is what? Okay, this world is what? Material or spiritual? From your point of view, or from our point of view, it is material world. From Lord's point of view,
is energy.
His energy. Spiritual world is created by his energy, Chit Shakti. Material world is created by his energy, Maya Shakti. बस दोनों उनका ही शक्ति है, दोनों उनका ही क्रिएशन है. तो उनका तरफ से कोई अंतर नहीं, बट हमारा तरफ से this differentiation is only because of our current conditioning state. Once you become Uttama Bhakta, the Uttama Bhakta will see this world also as Vaikuntha. What was the verse spoken by Prabodhananda Saraswati? Kaivalyam Narakayate. बहुत बड़ा प्रीचर बन गए. हाँ, कैवल्यम नरकायते, बहुत बड़ा मध्वा स्कॉलर बन गए.
That is what Prabhupada actually takes. That time. He actually uses that phrase.
What Shaman Prabhu said in the class?
Today.
अभी थोड़ी देर पहले.
Whatever one is speaking, that is actually
No. Prabhupada ke bare mein aisa. Prabhupada says many things, but we should not take it. We should not literally take it and say those things. At one point of time, we said like that. कैवल्यम नरकायते तिदशपुर आकाश पुष्पायते दुर्दंदेन्द्रिय काल सर्प पटली. उसके पहले विश्वम पूर्ण सुखायते. For a devotee, Vishwam Purna Sukayate. The entire world is non different from Vaikuntha. He is happy everywhere. Devotee will be happy. He does not see this world as a material world. For him, this world is a place where he can worship the Supreme Lord. If he can worship the Supreme Lord, that it becomes Vaikuntha. So, in that way. Why he is saying Kaivalam Rakayate, but in Kaivala there is no opportunity to serve the Lord. Because everyone is in indifference. That's why, because Seva opportunity is not there, that's why it is Naraka. Otherwise, it is not Naraka. Understanding is like that. Just as the Lord made the Vedas flow from the mouth of Brahma, may he let the descriptions of his past tense flow from my mouth. At the beginning of the day of Brahma, by the inspiration of the Supreme Lord, Saraswati manifested in the art of Brahma and came out through his tongue and delivered all the Vedas to entire world that has been created. Similarly, may the Lord be pleased with me. Similarly, let he empower my mouth so that I can speak the relevant past tense of the Supreme Lord. That wish is expressed in this verse. This was also request asked by Shaman Prabhu. What kind of meditation the speaker does before beginning the class? This should be the meditation. This verse should be the meditation. If you remember this verse, memorize this verse, it will be good. May the Lord, the best of the sages, be pleased with me. Inspired by him at the beginning of the Kalpa, Saraswati, whose aim is to reveal Krishna, appeared from the mouth of Brahma and revealed proper memory to carry out the creation's art. Let the same Lord inspire me and appear on my tongue to reveal his pastimes for the benefit of the devotee sitting in the assembly. Like that one should pray. So like that. Just as the Lord made with the Vedas flow from the mouth of Brahma, may he let the descriptions of his pastimes flow from my mouth. Inspired by the Lord, Saraswati, the form of the Vedas, appeared from Brahma's mouth at the beginning of the Kalpa and revealed proper memory to in his heart. Saraswati shows Lord Krishna the object of worship. The essence of the Vedas is, yes, Saraswati means the Vedas. It is written there, na? Saraswati, the form of the Vedas. So the Vedas show Lord Krishna as the object of worship. The Lord says, by the influence of time, the Vedic knowledge was lost at the time of annihilation. In the subsequent creation, I spoke to Brahma, the Vedic knowledge. This is a verse from 11th canto. In the 11th canto, Lord says that like this. By the effect of time, the Vedas were not, the entire universe has been annihilated, and Vedas are also annihilated. But in the absence of creation, I spoke to Brahma, the Vedic knowledge. So in that way. Just when Brahmaji was born, there was no one else. He alone was there performed tapasya. That time, Lord empowered him with all the Vedic knowledge. That's what he said. Next. Bhuter Mahadbir Yayima Puro Vibhu Nirmaya Sete Yadamoshu Purusha Bhungte Gunan Shodasha Shodachatmaka Solankriti Shishta Bhagavan Vachamsi Me.
May the Lord ornament my words by his presence in them, just as he creates the bodies for the living beings with the material elements and dwells in them. But as the Purusha, being the life of the 16 elements, enjoys them without being contaminated.
It is just a kind of prelude about what Sukadeva Goswami is going to talk about in the future. May the Lord ornament my words by his presence in them. When people they go out for a function, they decorate nicely. Similarly, Sukadeva is saying that. Now I am going to speak. Let the Lord ornament my speech. Let it come out very nicely. May the Lord ornament my words by his presence in them, just as he creates the bodies for all the living beings with the material elements and dwells in them. But as the Purusha, being the life of the 16 elements, enjoys them without being contaminated. Our body has been created by the Supreme Lord, and he himself is residing within this body in the core of the heart as Paramatma. and is enjoying the body. Similarly, may he manifest on my tongue, may he manifest in my words, may he empower me to speak those words, and may he enjoy those words. He's saying that I want to speak for your pleasure, but I want to speak good words. So for the good words to come out, may you be present and make those words good. ये भी प्रपोजन बताया ना class में. Sometimes Maharaj said that I prepared very nicely, but no one appreciated. Other times I just simply sat and spoke. Many people appreciate. Who is speaking? So like that. Now may my words created by him, by his presence in them, create beauty with literary ornaments and qualities invoking madhurya, karunya, okay, karuna. A has to be removed, and other rasas to bring joy to the listeners. May the Lord ornament my words by being present in them, just as the Lord, after creating bodies for humans and others, personally resides in those bodies and makes them successful. So, like that. Having created the bodies by Mahatattva and other elements, he dwells in those bodies at the Antaryami. The meaning of Purusha is then proved. He can do this because at the Purusha he enjoys the gunas in the form of the 11 senses and 5 gross elements without contamination, since he enjoys by his glance. So basically the Purusha means the word using a word called Purusha, the verse is using a word called Purusha. Purusha indicates that Pura Tishtati iti Purusha. The Jiva is called also Purusha. Paramatma is also called as Purusha. By situating oneself within the core of the heart of the body, Atma or Paramatma enjoys the activities of the body. And this body is made up of 16 elements. What are the 16 elements? 11 senses and 5 gross elements. What are the 5 gross elements? Louder. 16 senses, 11 senses? And mind. Okay. Like these are the main important items of the entire body. May he also enjoy the qualities of my words. Shodashatmaka means one who gives life to the 16 elements. By being himself present in the core of the heart, the Lord enlivens the 16 elements, the entire body, so the body can function activities. If Paramatma is not there, can the body function? What is the verse from Bhagavad Gita chapter 18, what's in text number 52, 62? Yantra Rurani Maya. How it begins? Those bodies endowed with ornaments and clothing, but without the Lord's presence, are untouchable by devotees. A dead person without Atma and Paramatma, even though decorated with nice clothes and ornament, is it untouchable? Is it touchable? With the body one touches and one embraces with the dead body, it is untouchable. It is supposed to be cremated. So like that. May my words not be without your presence. I may speak big words. If you are not there in those words, they are of no use. They are as good as a dead body only. May the Lord ornament my words by being present in them. Just as the Lord, after creating bodies for human beings, humans and others personally reside in those bodies and makes them successful. It is only by the presence of the Lord the person becomes successful, or the body becomes of some meaning. Otherwise, if there is no Atma Paramatma in the body, what is the use of that body? The body becomes untouchable. So in that.
Every Gnani and Yogi has the complete understanding that they are actually different from Atma.
They are
different. They are different from Paramatma.
They should have, otherwise they cannot be called as Jnani. In the Bhagavad Gita, before describing anything, even Sakama Karma, also Lord Krishna talks about the distinction between body and Atma. Verse number 16 to 30. Then 31 to 37 it talks about Sakama Karma. Then Nishkama Karma. Then Bhakti. Then Nishkama Karma Yoga. Then Jnana Yoga. Then perfection. So what are the symptoms of a perfected person? Sthita Prajna. Sthita Prajna. There is a continuous progressive state. Okay. Then what is the reason why Krishna is speaking about Atma and body, Sharira, in the beginning only? That is a very basic knowledge, without which even when a person cannot practice Sakam Karma only, then what to speak of Jnana Yoga, understanding Yoga? That is a basic knowledge that is required.
Do they know in the beginning that they are different from Paramatma? That Super Soul and the Atmas are different.
They have clear understanding that.
Yes.
They understand that I am not.
They
the
will
soul.
know in even Gurukul only. The true Jnanis and true Yogis, the Brahmavadis know it in the Gurukul only.
Not about only Atma and body, about Paramatma also.
Yes.
Then, this conception of Atma is Paramatma is actually propagated by the Mayavadis.
That is Mayavada philosophy. We are not talking about Mayavadi. We are talking about Brahmavada. Brahmavadis are entirely different. Brahmavadis are actual Jnanis and Yogis. Okay. Namastasmai Bhagavate Vasudevaya Vedase Papurjnanam Ayam Saumya Yanmukamburu Hasavam.
I offer respects to the avatara of Vasudeva, Vyasadeva, the writer of scriptures, whose lotus mouth nectar, topics about Krishna, filled with knowledge, the devotees drink.
She says that Namai Tasmai Bhagavate Vasudevaya Vedase. Let me offer my respectable obeisances to Vyasadeva, the author of Bhagavatam. Who is Vyasadeva? Who is an expansion of Lord Vasudeva, who is one of the avatar of Lord Vasudeva. Okay. Whose lotus mouth nectar, topics about Krishna, filled with knowledge, the devotees drink. I am Saumya Papu. All the Vedic literatures are compiled by Srila Vyasadeva. So whatever we speak, everything is spoken out by Srila Vyasadeva. That is what it is. Whose lotus mouth nectar topics about Krishna. The lotus mouth nectar means whatever Vyasadeva compiled or whatever Vyasadeva spoke, is like nectar in words. These words are filled with knowledge that devotees drink. Whatever he speaks out, whatever he writes out, that is like a flow of nectar. The devotees drink it and then they are nourished by it. And then they speak, they repeat it. So that is the understanding.
Vyasadeva is, we understand, Shakta and Shakta.
जो भी है इस अवतार में
In the book which you have given, there you have mentioned with respect to Vyasadeva, he is not himself. So I just wanted to clarify. Especially
every time
Krishna
Vyasadeva
Bhava
is like Jiva Tattva, but this time the whichever he is there,
Krishna Bhava
he is Lord himself. Lord himself manifested as, because Parashara Muni performed severe austerities to please Lord Vishnu. When Lord Vishnu appeared, what do you want? I want a son like you. Lord himself appeared as Krishna Dvaipayana Vyasa. Generally Vyasa is Shakti Avesh avatar, but this time Vyasa is Vishnu himself. Or Vasudeva can mean Lord Krishna. If you take Vasudeva to be Krishna, then the meaning changes. The Saumya refers to gopis of Krishna. Jnana means filled with knowledge. Just by drinking the nectar of his lotus mouth, filled with the most extraordinary knowledge, filled with ornaments, rasa and skill in dancing, singing, music and art, which they knew nothing about. The gopis attained full realization of it. Let us following them also attain that knowledge. This is the confidential meaning. The internal meaning of this verse is the gopis being kissed by Krishna, they taste the nectar of Lord Krishna's lotus mouth. So with that, they are enlivened with the knowledge of different pastimes by which they can please Lord Krishna. So they are endowed with all the techniques of performing different pastimes for the pleasure of Lord Krishna. So something like that. So let us, following the footsteps of the gopis, also attain that knowledge of how to please Krishna. So this is the conventional meaning. That is from Srila Krishna Thakur.
Such a reverential mood is actually filled with such a rasik mood.
For your pleasure. एतदेवात्म भूराजन् नारदाय विप्रच्यते वेदगर्भो अभ्यगदा साक्षात् यदाह हरिरात्मना.
O king, Brahma, filled with the Vedas, taught this knowledge, which the Lord had directly spoken to him. Narada who asked about it.
Yeah. So here Sukadeva Goswami revealing one interesting point, that I have learned Bhagavatam from my father. That is told in the first chapter. But now what kind of Bhagavatam is that? O king, Brahma, the Atmabhu, filled with the Vedas, Veda Garbha, taught this knowledge, taught this Bhagavatam, which the Lord had directly spoken to him. Yadeva aha sakshad ariratmana. Lord Brahma spoke Srimad Bhagavatam to Narada, who asked about it, who inquired from Brahma about the transcendental knowledge. Then Brahma spoke it to Narada. But where from Brahma got this knowledge? Brahma heard it from directly Lord Narayana. So then later on Narada spoke to Vyasadeva, that we know in the first canto. And that Vyasadeva, after compiling Bhagavatam, taught it to his son Sukadeva Goswami. So that Bhagavatam I am going to speak to you. Like that Parikshit Maharaj is saying. He praises, like that Sukadeva Goswami is saying to Parikshit Maharaj. He praises the conversation between Brahma and Narada, which contained questions and answers. Brahma, who at his birth was filled with the Vedas, spoke this knowledge with which the Lord himself had taught to him. So in that way, even Lord Narayana himself taught that Bhagavatam to Brahma, and Brahma spoke that knowledge to Narada. So when Narayana spoke to Brahma, that will be revealed in the 9th chapter. And when Brahma spoke to Narada, that will be revealed in the next 3 chapters. 5, 6, 7 is all about how and what Lord Brahma spoke to Narada Muni. And what Narada Muni spoke to Vyasadeva, that was already mentioned in the first canto. And then the entire thing is also spoken by Sukadeva Goswami to Parikshit Maharaj.
Lord Brahma, the conversation between Lord Brahma and Narada. So Narada is asking questions and Brahma is answering.
Yes. I will answer your questions by quoting the conversation which happened between Narada and Brahma. I will directly quote the conversation that took place between Brahma and Narada. So prayers are over. Now Sukadeva Goswami is going to take the conversation between Brahma and Narada and answer Srishti in brief. Any questions?